And welcome into the Huntsman Center for Game Night Live Rewind's coverage of the 5A semifinals. Dusty Litster, please be joined by Dane Stewart and state championship head coach Corey Mullaney. And got a fun one here, Coach, between Bonneville and Olympus. By the way, not our scoreboard, they'll get that fixed inside the arena. So that threw me off just for a moment. Coach, you know Coach Bolger very, very well with Bonneville. These are guys up north with you. Tell us what you expect out of the Lakers today.
Hey, they're going to play physical basketball. That's just who they are. That's what they do. They don't go very deep. They play about 7 guys is all. Don't get a lot of scoring off the bench. So their starters are going to have to score the bulk of it. They're going to have to stay out of foul trouble, which is really hard for playing an Olympus team. I mean, Jones is going to be physical. He's got to do a good job on their big guy, and then the guard's got to take care of the ball, and they got to hit shots. You know, those Dixon cousins have got to hit shots.
The Dixon boy, well, the Cousins Dixon,
there you go.
7 of 8 from 3 on Monday. Dane, but this Olympus team, you've been letting coaches tell you, we'll have this one later. Olympus is good in 6A.
Olympus is really good. Their only loss on the year was a loss at Davis. A game they led, gave away in the fourth quarter. Look at what we saw in the quarterfinal from this team. Great outside shooting, good interior play with Jack Wistrcill. He could very well be a candidate for Mr. Basketball in the state of Utah this year. He had some big-time threes in that quarter, especially in that second half, to help Olympus distance themselves. He's a matchup problem, and Coach Mullaney, you talk about being physical, he's going to bring the physicality. You've got to be able to match that today for Bonneville.
Yeah, and I think Jones will. I mean, he's a tough kid, man. He's a tough kid. He ain't going to back down.
And it's one of the things I think that we really saw in the quarters was that Bonneville could play physical against Alton. We'll see if they can bring it today.
And we'll start with Olympus, and man, it feels like a semifinal.
Yeah.
You get a little AC/DC rock in the good student section next to us in Olympus. It's Olsen off the dribble to the rim, and we'll start with Anthony Olsen.
It's like the good old days of Olympus State Championship basketball, right? All the talk about Wistrcill, but Olsen does so many good things. We were talking about the staff before they said, look, we'll bring Jack out and let Olsen work the block. Very versatile in the post.
Jones' shot was altered by Wistrcill. Barnes on the run. Olsen, the first cross off. And the rebound taken by Bonneville. That was Joe Tesh. Tesh pull up, a little strong. Wistrcill altered that one as well. Not just blocks, he goes after the shot. Drop it inside to Olsen. He's outside with Dowdell. Dutch goes back to Olsen. And Coach, would you give that early moments of semifinals, especially for Bonneville, with new experience for these guys, how different is it?
Hey, it's really new, man. These guys are probably have some nerves. They need to get a little bucket here. Bollinger runs a lot of sets. They'll try to control pace, control tempo, slow it down, run their sets. They're excellent at running their sets. They'll come off a stagger here up top. Maybe get a look at a 3.
Dixon to Coy, now into the corner. To Jones, who jumps up a little strong. You can feel the energy. Kind of a little amped up. Here comes Jordy Barnes. Good defense by Bo. Up top, the Dutch. Dowdell.
Hey, these guards are great at keeping them out of the paint.
And the board taken by Tesh.
Some early missed shots here by Olympus, and Bonneville doing a good job on the glass early. They did that against Alta as well, rebounded extremely well.
That's Williams. He had the game-winning bucket against Alta on Monday morning.
He's had a couple game winners this year, old Jake, right? I think won the region, little three-pointer against Woods Cross.
We'll see Woods Cross next as Williams. A little long on the 3, and a rebound taken by Dowdell.
Does it feel like early jitters here, Coach? We've seen some shots that have just been off for Bonneville.
Yeah, a little long, a little strong. Yeah, I'd chalk it up to nerves. Semifinal, like Dusty said, it's a different feel.
As a coach, how long do you let that play out before you try to settle the troops with a timeout or just something?
Yeah, I mean, still got a couple minutes. Bonneville's still defending real well, so their defense is going to keep them in games. But, yeah, they got to score. I mean, they got to score.
And you just need a Dallin Hall. That's what you need, right?
Yeah. It was pretty nice.
2 years in a row, yeah?
Yeah, we didn't have to call a timeout. It's like, hey, did you guys forget to give it to number 30?
Speaking of, I was wondering, why haven't you just gone and found another one?
Yeah, we're working on it. We got a couple great young players, so we're excited about it.
Is Wistrcill going at Jones. Big matchup. Left knee brace on right knee brace, and that one comes off the rim.
I love Carson battling. We've seen a couple times they've gone into Jack, and it's like, Carson's not backing down.
Tesh.
There you go.
Jones. Now they're tied at 2. Quickly
A little late in getting back.
That's a Jeff Garner run out. That's what that is.
Olympus can beat you in the half court, and they can beat you running the floor. Got to get back defensively.
I know Coach Bollinger usually throws 2 guys back there. He calls them their safeties. They kind of get in a stack I formation deal. One guy was a little late getting back.
Tesh again altered on the shot by Olsen. Can't get it to go.
How much of this, Coach, do you feel like is maybe the length of Olympus? Because Region 5, hasn't had this kind of length in Region play.
Yeah, I think Bonneville's used to playing length, though. I mean, they're, especially their guards, and their bigs aren't that big. So, man, they go under the motto, we just need tough guys, not tall guys.
Coy Dixon sent out to the corner to Williams. Of course, it was Coy that had the huge day on Monday from deep. As Jones, he's the leading scorer on the year, sent it out. Bow off on the 3. Olsen had the tip. Wistrcill cleans it up. Early offense with Jordy Barnes. Leaves it for Olsen. And a great first quarter for Olsen. He's got 6 of the 8 Olympus points. Outside with Tesh. Bow with the switch to Olsen. I didn't see him attack 0 there. Williams gonna pull for 3. And it's off the mark. Rebound to Barnes. Quickly ahead. Wistrcill lays it in.
One where you see as Bonneville was retreating there, Williams kind of pushed wide and left Wistrcill all alone on the run out.
Yeah, it's pretty uncharacteristic of Bonneville there of not getting back. There's been a couple transition easy buckets, man. You got to make Olympus work.
Yep.
Jones.
I'm not sure that's his shot.
Off the angle, wouldn't go, and again the board to Jordy Barnes. Jordy kissed it off the window, no. Wistrcill kept that alive, couldn't get the first one, and the stat stuffer +1.
You want to know why Jack is as good as he is? Part of it's because his mom makes really good cookies. That dude's got some good size on him underneath. Like, can't box him out, and that's cookies paying off for you, Coach. I don't know if you agree with that, but I do as a spectator.
Hey, you guys like your cookies.
With some milk. 2:35 left in the first quarter. It's a 10-point lead for Olympus. You're watching the 2022 5A semifinals on KSLSports.com. Jack Wistrcill at the line for his hardway 3 opportunity. And a Big Sky finish for Jack. 3 points for his dad, the commissioner of the Big Sky Conference. Brought his family from the Metroplex area to Utah. Jack has absolutely thrived. His son JT maybe thriving more, being part of the Game Night League Rewind crew. Sent out Bo Dixon. And it's not the start it was on Monday for the Lakers from deep.
That was a good look, though. A little inside out, went inside, got a good shooter, a shot from the corner, just missed it.
It's Olsen. Down to Wistrcill. Now Jordy Barnes comes off the screen from Jack. Low goes inside. Olsen's had a great first quarter. Can't get the first one. He'll have a loose ball foul. Olsen.
I like Olsen. He's very underrated, I think, on this team. I think rightfully so. You hear of, Jordy Barnes and Wistrcill and Dowdell, but this kid, he's tough, and he defends, and he finishes around the rim. Plays great defense.
So Bonneville still looking for some offensive flow here. Go on the baseline of Jones. He leaves it to Tesh. Now a little baseline, Jay falls. And some good
The round ball rock there from Joe Tesh, much needed.
Tickled the twine. Just not calling gymnastics on this one. Lobbing it into Wistrcill. And Jack
Giving it right to the big guy. That's a daring thing.
Yeah, didn't have any backside help there either. We had Tesh on him. He's probably not as strong as Jones. A little longer, but not as strong. Tried to front him that time and just didn't have the backside help.
Dixon goes inside. Jones goes at Barnes. Had his opportunity. Can't split the double. Send out. Bo short on the three and a rebound taken. Barnes quickly ahead.
Wistrcill looking like a tight end.
That's why he's a member of the 1,000-point club. Wistrcill, right, can run the floor. Talking can shoot the three in the block. He does everything. I feel like, committed to NAU, congratulations. I talked about he spurned my University of Idaho Vandals. We're all good, but man, I feel like this young man's got such a ceiling. Even at NAU, he's going to tear it up.
Good attitude, works hard. And again, looking for the final shot here for the Lakers, looking for something for Bonneville. 7 seconds. Bo on the drive sends out Williams. Can be short down to Wistrcill. And that's how the first quarter closes.
What a quarter for Olympus.
6 from Olsen, 9 from Wistrcill, and it's 17 for
Titans at the end of one. You're watching the 2022 5A semifinals
on KSLSports.com. Welcome back into the Huntsman Center. Start of the second quarter. Dusty Litster, Dane Stewart, and championship head coach Corey Mullaney. And Corb, if you're getting out of this timeout when you're Bonneville, what is it you're focusing on as you go back? Hey, here are our bread and butter plays. What are you looking to do out of the quarter break?
I mean, you try to focus on the positives. I don't think Bonneville's turned it over much, right? They've just missed some shots, haven't gotten back in transition, so they got to refocus on stopping those easy transition points and hopefully make a couple shots.
We'll start with Bonneville. As that won't go on the board, ripped away by Wistrcill.
And those were the shots they made against Alta, right? Those open looks, they do the work and just not drop in here tonight.
Titan triple from Dutch Dowdell.
Yeah, I think the number 30 for Bonneville there, Mawai, I don't know how to say his name, Brown, yeah, that's not his shot. He's in there for rebounding and defense.
A little junction extended again off the mark. On the run, here's Barnes. Jordy. Oh, and Jack. Talk about the tight end, and he was running without the ball for the first down. Got to go check in. If you don't tap the desk, you can't come in.
There are rules of engagement, Dusty.
Yeah, you can't just hockey sub it. Come on, man.
I think officials are really into Mary Poppins. Orders, procedures.
Of course, not enough wind in the building to fly a kite. But
on the baseline, Tesh finds Brown. Brown gets swatted away by Wistrcill, and now loose ball foul to Brown. And that will be the third team foul on the Lakers.
You know what's incredible? You look on the scoreboard right now, and the 5 players on the floor for Olympus have a combined 14 rebounds, and Bonneville has 5.
Yeah, ouch. You're not going to win too many games doing that. Of course, they have more attempts to get the rebound with all of Bonneville's misses, but.
And Olsen going to pick up the foul. That'll be number 2 on Olsen. He got in the foul trouble on Monday early on. You see why Olsen's committed to go play next level at BYU. Picked up some late offers.
Bonneville's got to get Coy some looks, man. He was hot the other night. He's got no points. I'm not sure does he even have an attempt tonight. I mean, if he does, maybe just the one. But
Coy doesn't have any.
Yeah, Bo took the one, but I don't recall Coy at
Bo
all.
has 2, his third, and it won't go. Rebound taken by Barnes. We hand it to this man, Lowe, the reason for that. Inside out to Jordy. Barnes comes off the screen of Wistrcill. Oh, what a find. He must have learned that from Dad. That was a beautiful pass.
Yeah, Dad never passed, though. Let's be honest. I mean, Matt shot it, but he probably didn't pass it much.
As Dixon throws it outside to Bo. On the angle with Tesh. He'll pull for three. Short, rebound to Brown. Bo from way outside. There it is. Triple falls.
Finally some live. Coach Bolander kind of gave the sign like, no, pull it out. And instead, Bo being like, we got something here. We're taking it.
Try to go inside, and Brown takes it away. Bo on the run. Short on the floater. The student section wanted that one.
Yeah, they needed that one to keep that momentum.
Into the corner, McCain. A little long on the triple. And then the loose ball foul to Jordy Barnes. That'll be the third team foul. And number 1 on Barnes. Or probably that's low. All of them, this feels like very much a 2005 Olympus team. The Van Vranken twins and Crosby Styles. Was it Matt Blankenship? I think was on that team too.
I don't remember anybody. They weren't in our classification, so good slip.
Oh, nice find inside, and Jones lays that one in. And then that loose ball from Dowdell, and we got a foul. And I'll go to Bo Dixon.
Yeah, Bonneville's playing better. They just dug themselves a big hole there. If they can get a few more stops, get a few buckets here, might have a ball game.
Jordy Barnes sent back up to McCain. Now low, goes inside to Wistrcill. Jack sends out. Nice job by Dixon. Wistrcill. Try to go backside, and McCain, he whipped route him.
Coach, I was going to ask, a guy like Jack and the way he started this game, do you start to bring help on him knowing that you got all that other talent around the floor? Do you try to disguise it? How do you try to adjust here for Bonneville defensively?
Well, it looks like he's getting most of his points in transition. I don't know if it's necessarily him scoring from the low block. He's got a few offensive rebounds, but I think Jones has done a nice job. Nice layup there, but he's done a nice job walling up and being really strong and physical and making it difficult for Jack to back him down.
Carson Jones. McCain left open, and they're going to have a 3-second call on Wistrcill. That was a McCain who just kept waiting on it.
Yeah, you never see 3 seconds in the high school basketball, it seems, but we saw it right there.
Maybe those northern officials never saw it.
Yeah, that's right. They let them camp out, man.
Timeout on the floor. We'll get with them. 3:55 left in the half. Bonneville making a move.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
And welcome back into the Huntsman Center. The second quarter is treated, well, especially the second part of the second quarter is treated Bonneville much better in that first quarter. Kind of settled down, got their legs under them. They still yet to see a 3 put up by Dixon. There's Jones and a personal 6-0 run.
Yeah, they've really settled down a little bit. They're fronting in the post a little bit. Makes me a little nervous. Olympus really good passing team.
Moving out the ball, Dowdell, and a blocking foul. Not going to get the Region 1 charge underneath the hoop.
The way Dusty likes it. Restricted area, block.
Yeah, hey, you know, that's a tough call. That's a tough call. It's probably the right call.
He was a little late.
He's a little late.
And
right,
inside
look,
the restricted area.
I know, Dusty, look, Coach, we've known you a long time. Are you a fan of the restricted area for high schools? Or I'm trying to a little bit of wedge between you and Dusty.
Hey, I believe in ideas.
Yeah, so Dusty, let me get this clear. Dusty is not in favor of it.
I want the restricted
He wants
area.
it. Okay, then I am not in favor. No. No, it's probably a good idea, but just like anything else, we got to be 10, 15 years after the fact, right? Just kind of like the shot clock. Hey, we're getting the shot clock, which we didn't ever mention in the first quarter, which is crazy.
Because it's Coach Barnes.
We're going to
Because
get a
Matt
shot
Barnes
up quick.
is not going with that. As Bo Dixon has to pull that one out. Still waiting for Coy to get one off. He's been marked by Lowe. Until Lowe, you're not worried about shooting. Just stay on 5. Bo, there's Coy. Williams back out. Bo Dixon. Now Jones. Had that one slapped away. Now here's Tesh. Nice patience here from Bonneville. And it'll reset. Not going to be the luxury a year from now. But take advantage of the rules there. Tesh. Inside to Wistrcill, and there's Barnes. Anticipated it.
That's great rotation defensively by Barnes. Get that steal. Really hard to play defense for that long. Ooh.
Oh, Wistrcill. That was a withdrawal. We had a deposit earlier in the girls' game. That was a late time withdrawal at the ATM.
That's just a lumberjack 3 is what that is.
You know it's your night. You're banking in those threes.
And, of course, Jack going to go to NAU, but he's from Minnesota, where they play for the Paul Bunyan Trophy. Oh, he said they moved here from the Metroplex. That's Minnesota blood running through those veins. And Jones thought he'd get the call, did not. Here comes Jordy Barnes, leave it for Wistrcill. Oh, nice pass to Olsen, and it stays in. That is 8 points in the half.
I think one of the things that play just demonstrates the unselfishness of Olympus, right? I mean, Wistrcill could attack, but he knows I got Olsen behind the defense, hand it off, nice finish. This Olympus team, it is a team. It's been that way for a long time here with Coach Barnes.
Yeah, he preaches, make the right play, be really unselfish. And he's got guys that can put it in the hoop.
Tesh stayed nice and patient. Decided when to make some passes, stay with himself, hit the little J.
Oh, boy.
And now the charge to Wistrcill.
Yeah, I think Jones just planted his feet there and let the big guy run him over.
So 1:12 left in the half. And a 14-point lead for Olympus. It was 16, I believe, or even 18 at the largest point. Dixon goes to Jones. Jones tries to go a little Tim Duncan kiss off the window, but Brown with the backside board and putback. Timeout, Coach Bollinger. And I think we're staying 30 seconds.
30-second timeout.
Coach, what's the thought behind timeouts after a made bucket?
Maybe he just wants to change his defense, maybe get everybody on the same page, change something up. I'm not sure here with 55 seconds, but it's a great offensive rebound putback. Maybe he wants to set up a press.
Okay.
You know, this is get to know Coach Mullaney time. We had a couple conversations. Coach, what did red ever do to you? I mean, Fremont used to, blue, red, and white, and it was maybe the third tone there. And you used to be on the basketball uniform. I was kind of surprised. And I'm teasing with the red. What did red do to you? But what happened?
Well, first of all, it's cardinal. Fremont's colors are blue, silver, white, and cardinal's an accent color, not red. Yeah, we just not red. We don't wear red. We don't. We just don't like the color red.
I have no problem with it. The uniforms I remember had like the red trim, and I was like, that's kind of a different look, and it wasn't bad, but I have no problem with it. I just thought I'd get it on record.
It's like the Highland girls wearing gold. I don't get it.
Yeah, it was bad. Let's be honest. It was bad. It was bad.
Well, the unis now are clean. You've done a really good job. That's a good look.
We've cleaned them up. That's nice. Good.
Low heads back to Barnes with 30 seconds left here in the first half. Remember, no shot clock in Utah high school basketball until next year. I only got a few more of those left.
You said Coach Barnes doesn't do it. Nay.
There's a first time for everything.
Yeah. this would already be a violation.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a violation of my trust in Coach Barnes. 8 seconds left in the half. Try to get that into Wistrcill and tipped off the hands of Bonneville.
You got precious equipment down there being donked on the head.
Oh, we got the dancers got to take care of back there.
Cameramen are tough.
5 seconds to go. Lob into Wistrcill. Jackhand back to low. A count at the horn, no. And that's how the first half will come to an end. Olympus looked good, but a nice second quarter surge from Bonneville. They got a 12-point game to the half. Olympus 29, Bonneville 17. You're watching the 2022 5A semifinals. And welcome back into the Huntsman Center. Halftime score, Olympus 29, Bonneville 17. Dusty Lister, Dane Stewart, and Coach Corey Mullaney. And take a look at the bracket real quick. We're going to go look at what we got set up for the rest of the night. So Bonneville Olympus will play the winner of Woods, Cross, and Murray. The next game is going to be really fun. We got a big second half. But before we get to that, let's go down memory lane, shall we? Corey Mullaney shared a picture with us. You might know each other. Look at this.
There we go. There's some good-looking individuals in that picture.
That is young greats right there on a lot of different levels, mostly coaching. But, man, that's a long time ago.
That's a long time ago. I used to play catcher when I was little. I still got the stance right there. Looks like I'm telling a joke to Coach McClure's kind of laughing.
That was the invention of the Roy boys.
That was the first round game against Orem.
That's right.
And it was at 9:30 in the morning, and I felt so good about that because I saw Orem walk in, and they were bedhead, eyes were just sleepy, and I said, hey, we got a chance, you know, and our crowd was just awesome, awesome that night. They showed out, and that was some great memories. Who knew we'd still be around?
Yeah. Right? Dan and I didn't. So our old partner, Michael Clan, said, if I'm 40 and still doing this, I don't know what I'm doing. We're there.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
We're not stopping either. Yeah, that team, that Orem team, Daniel Hawker-Smith, Timo Valimaki, Mike Hall, the Easter boys.
Yeah, we got out to a great start and just kept rolling. That was a fun team.
I loved watching Bloxham control it at the point.
Yeah, he was fast. Hobbs was tough. You know, you had Lamb and Snow athletic inside. Semro. Even our Fremont trainer, Jared Romero, tearing it up back in the day.
As we start the second half, it's Olympus. And we'll have Dane go through the box score notes he saw. There's a steal. Hey, took a page out of the Jordy Barnes book there. Come down there from Dixon. See if they can get Coy going. Not one attempt for number 5.
Not only not one attempt, he's zeros. No rebounds, no assists. Olympus has completely taken him out. They've done a great job on Coy, especially given the big game he had in the quarters. To make him a non-factor, man, it's tip your cap to the Olympus D.
Yeah, Olympus has played great defense. They're arriving on the catch with Coy, not helping. See how that's a foul right there. But Olsen stayed out on him, didn't help when the penetration. So they're definitely game planning to stop that three-point ball.
This will be the first free throw for Bonneville tonight. And you talk about the box score. 1 for 10 from beyond the arc. Not the rate they shot in the quarter. 8 of 28 from the floor. Not the rate they shot in the quarter. It's been a different game. And look, in the half court, they've been about even. Held their own. They've trailed 10-0 in the fast break points. That's almost your difference. But, man, if shots were dropping tonight like they were 2 nights ago, you got yourself a ball game.
They need a 9:30 a.m. start.
Yeah. Except Olympus is pretty close. They didn't have to travel an hour and a half like Orem did. But
so 29-17. There's Barnes. Jordy held on to that pivot. Big Olympus crowd here tonight. Always is. The student section is always great. As Olsen sends back out to Dowdell. Dutch along the baseline, gets to the rim and finishes.
Good first step there by Dutch, winning that baseline, and knew he was beat. Not much help there. Nice finish.
Williams, talking about he had the game-winning shot against Alta. He and Coy Dixon just could not get anything going. Williams is 0 for 3 in the first half. As here's Jones with 4 of 9 Goes out, Wistrcill got some space. Couldn't get it to drop. Jack with the board. 7 rebounds now for Wistrcill. Lob inside to Olsen. Can't get it. Tipped out. Taken by Jones. And Bonneville the 0 on one end. See if they get some points on the other. Bow in the lane fouled by, that'd be on Lowe. No, that's on Jordy Barnes. The same hair. It's like going to Alabama. You see all the guys with that little comb over thing, man. He can't in the single digits.
Yeah, Jordy's got a little lighter hair, a little taller, but yeah.
Just enough of a mini. That's where the lower part works, but I like the vantage point. Shot's good there from Bo Dixon.
All right, so Coach, I hate to do this, but I'm going to. I've seen something on Twitter. There's a record for the chair. Last tweet, I think, was 2-1 for the chair. What's the story on the chair?
Well, hey, the chair had been misplaced, stolen, taken, but we got it back, and so now it travels with us and doesn't leave our sight, doesn't leave my sight. It's on the sideline. It's in my office, so it's part of protection, the whole protection thing. Protect the chair.
Is this your chair, the coach's chair, or what chair is this?
Well, it is now. It wasn't before, but it is now. It's back to its rightful owner.
Wistrcill was 17 after that 3. The Titan triple. That ball goes out of bounds, let's say off of Olympus. And we'll stay here with Bonneville. Go inside to Brown. Corey Dixon, there was a good switch there from Jordy. Bow from way outside, lipped out, rebound to Olsen. On the other end, Dutch Dowdell goes at Tesh, fall away. Off the mark, tipped out, and now Barnes able to knock it away from Tesh. The problem is Lowe. Wistrcill. And it's Lowe with the board. And now the foul to Tesh.
It's pretty remarkable when you consider still just the 1-3 for Olympus, and it was a bank from Wistrcill. Bonneville's been pretty good defensively. It's just they haven't been able to score enough to keep pace here.
Yeah, and I think that was the worry coming in. You knew Bonneville would try to hold Olympus down, and they've done a pretty good job of that. They just can't get anything on the offensive end right now. Things are difficult, and part of that is their guards. They're not getting any scoring from their guards.
And the breathe and one here for Olsen. That is 10 points for Olsen. The foul goes to Jones, his second personal foul. And off on the free throw, here comes Dixon, give it up. Tesh gets inside, got the defender off his feet. It'll be 2 free throws coming to Tesh.
Now that was a foul. That was a good call. Love the good strong move by Tesh, going inside, going right at him, kind of forcing the issue a little bit. Now Bonneville's got to capitalize here.
And Tesh gets the free throw.
Coach, we talked a little bit about these two teams. Olympus is very familiar with you. Bonneville hasn't been here quite as frequently as Olympus in recent years. What was that like for you, kind of first opportunity when you get to that semis and then you get to the championship as you've built programs over the years? What's that like with a bunch for the first time walking into the stage? How do you try to manage that as a coach?
I mean, you try not to bring it up too much. Was our, we don't want to make it a big deal, even though we knew it was a deal, trying to talk to the kids. My biggest thing is, there's so many lines out there, right? You have the high school line, you have the women's college line, you have the men's line, and I think too often for us, we would fall in the trap of shooting a little further out than we're used to. Some guys don't have that range, some do, right? I think several guys from Olympus are used to shooting that far out. I've seen them do it on regular courts, but for the most part, your typical high school kid, he's not shooting those college threes just yet.
What a take and finish. Bo knows the reverse.
Hey, this kid's a competitor. He's small, but he's tough, and he's going to keep fighting.
And now a foul away from the ball. If this goes on Jones, it's number 3.
That's a good physical matchup between those two.
Team foul number 3.
So timeout on the floor, 3:19 left in the third. You're watching the 2022 5A semifinals.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
3:19 left in the third, and a 13-point game. Slowly but surely, Bonneville's recovered from that really slow start as Wistrcill +1. Recovery on that. 19 for Jack.
Basket by Jack Wistrcill.
Yeah, what a nice luxury to have, to lob it up to the big guy. And hey, Jack's a problem. He is just too strong down there for Brown.
Lucas McCain in for Olympus.
There's a lot of players and coaches that say that in 5A. I mean, the phrase is Jack's a problem. That's just, and we really saw it in the quarters. I told Dusty I wasn't surprised he hit threes. I was surprised he hit 25-foot threes. I mean, his time at his Olympus has really helped his game from long range.
With Jones picking up his third foul, they kind of moved him off. So that's, they're rolling the dice, putting somebody else on him.
Go inside to Jones, reverses no, and another rebound to Wistrcill. That's an 8. Quickly ahead, Dowdell. That's where he's not Jeremy. Jeremy's pulling. He's not waiting.
He'll do it next year.
Yeah.
I was going to say, give him time. He's just a
Jeremy
sophomore.
was doing it as a freshman. Jeremy didn't care.
Yeah.
Remember some of the Utah Elite 8 tournament. Watch cross half court. Just put it up.
Casting.
I was like, that is a Barnes-made basketball player right there.
I really like Jordy Barnes. He gets the ball out of his hands quick. He gets that outlet pass. His eyes are up. It's one dribble, and if there's somebody ahead, he kicks it ahead to him. He's a very heady, smart player. Matt's done a great job with him.
But Jack has just put stuff on display this week.
I mean,
My
big
goodness.
men are not supposed to be able to move like that, right?
D1 big men are.
He brought up, Jordy. You think of his impressionable years, you got to watch Ryland Jones up close for 3 years. Not a bad mentor. As Brown a little long on the shot. Doesn't have Ryland's end-to-end speed. Few do from the state's history. Wistrcill off on the 3, goes over the edge.
Look at him. He's mad about it, too. He wanted that one.
Hurts the shooting percentage. He was doing...
All right, Coach, we talked about some adjustments. I don't remember if we talked about this. We kind of lightly broached over it. Thoughts on the shot clock? Feelings, excited, hesitancies? What are your thoughts?
I think there's going to be a big learning curve, like, at least for me. I'm nervous, about it a little bit on my end. I think it's going to be great. I love it. I think it's going to be great for high school sports, great for the kids. But I got to pick some guys' brain that have coached with it, and kind of present maybe my issues that I see, challenges from a coach, from a player's perspective throughout the game.
Would have loved that the ball wasn't touching the ground, but got to see where that guy's going. Coy thought Bo was angling the old fast break that would have been there. What's your thought of the new fast break? We don't angle to the hoop anymore off of the line. You angle to the corner.
Yeah, threes are worth more than twos, so that's what they're.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is. That's what it is. It's like chicks dig the long ball.
See, Dusty calls that analytics. I call it math. 3 is greater than 2. It tends to be a fact.
Simple math.
Well, there's also math that's higher. Now, I'm a three-point guy. Don't get me wrong. But on a fast break, let's get the guaranteed 2.
No, I'm with you. You got to score the ball. You got to score the ball there.
Situationally is kind of my thing, too. Situationally. One guy back, just go attack and get the foul. That's worth something, too, right?
I think they should do a 4-point line. Lillard range, logo.
I was going to ask, how do you fix the overtaking of the long ball in the game of basketball?
Make another line. No, I'm just joking. But NBA, it seems like it's pretty easy. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You can't push it back anymore. I don't know what the solution is.
The 4-point line, I've heard that before. This isn't rock and jock basketball. We can have a 50-point hoop come from 40 feet in the air.
Right.
What are we gonna do?
Bigger basketball?
Yeah, I mean, you know, weight it more. LeBron's not letting that happen.
Returns for Bonneville.
Harden's definitely not letting that happen.
I don't even know what sport you guys are talking about.
Ben Simmons certainly doesn't want that happening.
R.I.P. Sonics.
Inside of a minute left in the third, and an 18-point lead for Olympus. Bonneville had it down to 13. And here's Coy, still yet to get a shot up. Go inside to Jones, travel.
That slip's been open a couple times. Unfortunately, for Bonneville, they traveled there. It's a good idea.
So we'll have a couple substitutions come in as Brown will come back in for Jones, and Bo will get a quick breather.
Little frustration setting in for the two Dixons. They should keep their heads up, stay positive. They still got one more run in them.
Jordy Barnes, they drop it into Wistrcill. Jackson to the corner, McCain, 4-3.
We made mention of this in the quarters. It's a team that shoots 41% from beyond the arc. Coach, what would that be like to have a group? I mean, you've had some good three-point shooting teams. I don't know if you've had that.
No, I think, you know, our 2020 team, we had shooters, you know, Dallin, Kip, Voorhees, Baylor. They all shot really well. Stratford, and even Harrison. They all shot it real well, and that's such a luxury to have when you are shooting 40% from the three-point line.
Did you guys shoot that well that year?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Stratford
in the state
really
tournament
helped.
you did, but
Stratford definitely in the straight tournament. Semis
Yes.
and championship.
No, once Stratford was right, I mean, we got him healthy, we didn't lose.
Lob into Williams, crawls it in. Jordy at the horn. And that'll do it. We head to the final quarter. Olympus up 46-27. Winner moves on to the 5A championship. You're watching the 5A semifinals on KSLSports.com. Commentary brought to you by Game Night Live Rewind. Start of the fourth quarter. And that crawls off for Williams. And it'll be Olympus basketball.
Think about this. If you're Coach Bullinger and say, hey, Barnes is going to have 2, Dowdell has 9, they've made 1 3 starting the fourth, you feel pretty good, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think that's, you'd say, yeah, we're in this thing. But Jack's just been a problem. Olsen's been great.
Even with
The
foul
passing,
trouble.
look at that, keeping the ball high. That's a great finish, great pass. That's just unguardable. I mean, if he had backside help, I mean, that's just perfect.
If I asked Jack Wistrcill if he learned the mic and drill, and he told me no, I'm going to be very disappointed. There's certain people that don't know the mic and drill, and I think it's just the saddest answer I've ever heard.
Love the micing, love the reverse micing, love the McKells. Oftentimes we start practice with a little warm-up, get us going.
Yeah. I had to teach some people, not that people, but some people who George Mikan was. I did that because of the Lakers. Most of these kids watching this, people, you do know that the Lakers didn't start in Los Angeles, right? Okay. George Mikan was the Minneapolis Lakers. Just making sure people understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Drill named after him underneath the hoop. Reverse one side.
Well, there's a younger crowd. They may not know, so I'm glad you're explaining it to them.
Just to remind you, 3s are worth more than 2s. We don't waste time with that stuff.
Yeah.
Hey,
Quickest
I am
way to get back in the game, I'll
shoot
tell
the
you.
3, ditch the wishbone. I'm that guy. Okay. Just give me a restricted area. Now I got a shot clock. I'll have no more complaints.
Which, Coach, also the athletic director at Fremont High School. Are you scrambling around? Any support structures you got to move around in your gym to make the shot clock work there?
Yeah, I mean, we have a bar that goes above our backboard, so that's definitely something we gotta look at. So it might be a little bit handcuffed on the choices in which we get, but we're excited. We got time. We got to make it happen. It's gonna be great. Really excited about it.
You're looking to say, hey, can we get an engineer to get rid of this bar and strap that's in play?
Yeah. Yeah, there's somebody out there. Anybody listening, help us out.
I was going to say, someone who wants to be a millionaire, just re-engineer a backboard in a high school gym, and there you go.
Yeah, it's prestontheintern@gmail.com. Preston will help sort through your emails. He'll get them to us. That's a real email address, though. Preston the Intern. So start of the fourth, well, not even start. We're a minute into the fourth quarter. A 19-point lead for Olympus. With your seniors, just trying to keep them into this, because, I mean, not out of it, but it's down, and here goes the stop. Just, hey, let's got to build on it.
Yeah, you want to end well. Hey, Bonneville's going to compete. Kyle Bollinger is a competitor. He is the ultimate competitor, and their guys are going to fight to the finish. I expect them to make, a couple buckets here. They can get to the free throw line maybe.
Ball went off. Jones couldn't corral it, and now the foul to Tesh. There'll be 1-on-1 free throws on the other end for Olympus. Third personal foul on Tesh. So it'll be Luke Lowe going to the line for right down to 1-1.
I love how both teams are competing. They're just playing. I haven't seen anybody showing anybody else up. No trash talking. Love it. Both coaching staffs are veteran. They've been together forever. Seems like, Coach Barnes, what a tremendous job he's done year in and year out.
Head of the Coaches Association.
Yeah, he's been the head guy for like 10 years.
Forever.
So yeah.
And there's the three from Williams.
A little press here.
50-32.
Trapping in the corners. It's just Jack's such a great outlet. It's that safety blanket.
He and Williams bumping, and then get that foul to Williams.
Bonneville foul number 4, Jake Williams.
First personal foul on Jake. We'll put Wistrcill at the line. I mean, it just shows you, Wistrcill, we talk about going to NAU, that, that skill level, just where it goes. Our first years, we had Judge, Daniel Dean, right, came to the U. That free throws off the mark.
Oregon State, right?
Then went to Oregon State. You see that skill level gets higher and higher. I would take Jack over Daniel Dean. Even then.
I think Daniel Dean would probably beat him in an arm wrestling contest, but on the floor.
And a hair styling contest, for sure.
Well, it's because Jack shaved
and the
his
swat
head.
At the free throw line. Great take, and it'll be Bo Dixon going to the free throw line. It has killed me. The first game, I kept calling Bo Nixon because of the Auburn quarterback, because it's always football season.
Yeah, you've done better. You've done a great job.
I was at my office today. I did get my work done. I had a lot of things to get caught up on. And I wrote out, I'm a hand-to-brain guy. I had to write it out, and then it stuck. It was like, all right, we're good.
Coach, I'm going to pivot a little bit. I know this is a 5A boys game, but one of the storylines in the state of basketball, if you love basketball, you love basketball. The Fremont girls, they haven't lost a region championship in some people's lifetimes. And then you have a player come through like Tamia Gardner. What's it been like for you to be able to watch her and her growth as she tries to chase a state championship here her senior year?
It's been so special. We're spoiled up there. I just love how she's always on balance. She's unselfish. She is smooth, just silky smooth. She can take you down, beat you in the post. She can shoot it from the outside. She's a terrific teammate. She's humble off the court. She's polite. She's just a great human being, and it's been an honor watching her represent our school and the girls basketball team.
Ahead to Williams, gets the flyby. Williams can't get that one to crawl in. And how in the world does Plain City keep growing these girls?
What's in the water up there, Coach?
I don't know, but only the girls are drinking it. We got the boys aren't drinking. We don't drink. Boys don't drink.
And you got some good ones. You've seen the Calverts, David Calvert, some others.
Sure.
You got a good group coming up. But Plain City, if no one's been there, and that's on the Corner Canyon folks, is they had to go up there back-to-back days as Jones gets set to go. The girls played there the night before. You played the boys. And then people are like, how is the school 6? It's one of my favorite drives to go to a school.
Yeah, you get to pass a couple fields, you know,
Just a few.
dodge a cow or two, but no, it's great. We love it out there. But yeah, the girls have been blessed with some height and some great talent, and Coach Daylibout does a great job with the girls that are there. You know, Maggie is fantastic as well, who reclassified, and I didn't even know what that meant. I was just like, well, I've seen it on ESPN, but then I was like, what do I need to do? So I called UHSAA and said, hey, we're in uncharted territory here. What does this do? What is it? What do I need to do? And they kind of helped us out, walked us through it. So
Maggie would be a junior, but she reclassified to be a senior.
Correct.
And,
headed to Nebraska, to me at Oregon State.
Okay, I missed that. She's going to Nebraska.
Part of why I bring this up, tomorrow's the 6A semi. Watch that game. Whether it's in person, on the stream, you've got a chance to see two of the best basketball players come through this state in the last decade, and one of the best ever to come through. Like, you're going to want to see Fremont girls this year.
Yeah, I mean, Tamia's playing in the McDonald's, All-American game, right?
Only the second Utah.
Yeah, and both of them have played in the on the junior national team. Tamia a couple years ago, and Maggie this past year, both in volleyball and basketball. How about that?
Sarah Hampson. It's like I'm saying, she's a Sarah Hampson. There's a steal. Send out Williams. Off on the three. Dixon with the save. Bow. Williams with the board and put back. You see that fight. Not going to quit going after it.
They were 11 of 18 from long range against Alta. Bonneville was. It's been a different night.
Yeah, a little tougher shooting night. Hey, they're pounding the glass, though, right here. Give themselves a couple extra opportunities.
We'll stay here. I got to fix something yesterday, and I'm going to fix it on every game going forward, just so we have it right. Tamia Gardner, I said, she is the second McDonald's All-American in the history of the state. Natalie Williams would have been in a McDonald's All-American, but it wasn't an award or a game played for the women. We had a former player from Mountain View, Harrison, who played here at University of Utah and also at Stanford. She was the first, and Tamia the second.
And Natalie coaches Tamia, right, in the summer. I think she coached Emma for a time as well.
Yeah.
And so, you know, our girls are very familiar with Natalie, and what a great job she has done and is doing for high school sports, especially the girls' side.
Yeah, the local too. How fun has it been to watch the difference of basketball? I mean, we talk about clock, whatever, but it's such a different game than it was in 05 here in the state of Utah. How have you seen it change?
In the boys' game?
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's more physical. I think kids are probably more skilled. I think you see a lot more younger kids able to play at the varsity level and at a high level. I mean, are you kidding me?
Yeah, Brody Kozlowski.
Yeah, these sophomores are just coming in and just killing it, right?
How weird is it that there won't be a Region 1 team in a 6A semi? It has been a long time since that's been the case.
The Region of Champions, I always say that.
Yeah. Do you? Yeah. Rewind the tape. You know, it is weird. I think we play a good, solid, tough, hard-nosed, physical brand of basketball in Region 1. You know, but hey, you know, we won't be down forever. You know, Davis is a great program. You have coaches that have been around for double digits. I mean,
and you all played against each other in high school in Region 1 too.
Yeah. We've had some battles back in the day.
You played against Chad and Kelby?
Chad's older. Kelby and I are the same age. Oh. Yeah, I think I sent a clipping to Kelby in years past. But yeah, I know Kelby looks older than I do, but yeah, we're actually the same age. Yeah, you know, and Chad's older than both of us. Yeah, I think Chad played some football as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, basketball. Yeah, I don't remember Chad. I think he's 2 years older than me.
Was a walk-on at Weaver, played with Ryan Cuff. Was a walk-on at Weaver. I learned that this year at the Davis AF game. Ryan shared that with me.
Yeah, I will say this, if we want to talk Region 1 awards, the most dapper head coach is right here, Mr. Corey Mullaney. I mean, you are, when it's a big game, man, I'm telling you, look out.
Well, I'm always going to outdress those guys, you know. I don't know who's their wardrobe guy, but they should be fired.
Well, you got to get Kelby out of his jacket first.
Yeah,
and not suit jacket. We're talking about zip-up jacket.
Yeah, I don't know. Take off the jacket.
He's the tallest guy I've ever seen. The Jennifer Love Hewitt sleeve thing.
Yeah, I'm like, you keeping that on? I'm like, yeah.
And he puts his hands inside of it. He does this.
Yeah. Chad used to dress. I mean, his dressing game's gone down.
No jacket.
For the last couple years. I don't know who he thinks he is.
Is there a former Northridge night breakfast you guys do?
Yeah, we should. Yeah, a night of champions. Yeah. It should be. It's kind of a night of champions. So it'd be a dinner. Yeah.
You know, just meet on Gentile Street. Say, hey, we used to own this.
Sills, the round table.
Yeah. It looks like Olympus is going to go back to the state championship game, up 15 points. Mathematically, really difficult here for Bonneville.
Speaking of dressing, look at Barnes. I mean, he doesn't tuck in his shirt. You know. That's the only mistake he's made all night, Coach Barnes.
He ditched the Ralph Lauren khaki shirts he used to wear. Not just khaki, but they're like I have them too. But he has these shirts that he used to wear all the time. Yeah. And now he goes to the pullover. Yeah,
he's always wearing the brown khakis, though, and tennis shoes, though. That's a staple, that guy.
As Dixon pulls for three, and boom, from outside. We'll always share this. Our favorite story of Coach Barnes was after that, the best state championship basketball game in the history of the state, the loss to Springville, that overtime game, and all the shots were made. Dana and I go down there, just want to go tell the Springville kids congratulations and the coaching staff because they give us so much time during this week. And we see Coach Barnes come by us, taps us on the back, just goes right into the locker room. Like, well, that's interesting. He left, and he came to talk to us. We talked to Justin Snell after. Said, hey, what did Barnes say? So he came in to congratulate our boys. Came and told them they earned that state championship, and he was proud of them. I love that.
Yeah,
that Barnes
that's great.
Is so good.
Yep.
Full timeout. We'll take it as well. 1:22 left in the fourth. We'll be right back.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Seems like a good guy.
1:21 left. Yeah, any Fremont guys, you're the better of the Fremont guys.
Yeah.
I mean, Vince, he lived at Hooper.
Is that his first shot?
Yeah, it's Dixon's first shot of the night. Finally got free enough to get it up, couldn't get it to drop. How nervous do you get at the end of games like this? You know Bonneville's been classy and everything else, but there's still frustration. How nervous do you get when you get your guys out there with big players at the end of games like this? How nervous do you get? Like, hey,
yeah, if you have a victory, I mean, it's still, you don't want it to be too ugly, but yeah, you worry about your big guy there, getting hurt. I might get him out, maybe keep, your point guard out there just to keep a level head, but got trapped in the corner here.
Dowdell got trapped and taken by Dixon. Bo can send out Jordy. Jordy should play safety. He reads the eyes and he gets in the spot.
Yeah, he does a great job. Back to Barnes. I mean, he wins a lot of games every year, and he's so gracious and humble when he wins, but very gracious when you're fortunate enough to beat him. I've never beaten him, but I mean, I'm sure, I've heard great, like you said, that story that you told.
Yeah.
What a class act. Just does a great job. And a good human being.
One of these days, I want to challenge Coach Barnes to a game of foosball, just so I can say I beat him at something. That might be the only chance I have is foosball, but...
Well, this, we had a coaches meeting before the season went, and he was telling us, I got a little pulled hammy. I was playing with the guys. I went to help on defense. I go, whoa, you weren't playing any defense. Come on, Coach. How'd you really pull that hammy? So... he still gets up and down with the boys, mixes it up with them a little bit.
Notice I didn't say play him at basketball. I'm pretty sure he'd work me, but yeah.
Yeah, foosball. He looks like a golfer, too.
He's a golfer.
Yeah.
It's amazing. We did a podcast with him right at the beginning of a period of time we don't talk about it anymore, right at the beginning of it. And I get emails every week, and it still gets downloaded about 5 to 10 times a week. And we talk about his golf game. Dixon misses on that three. And we'll stay here. No, he's one of the good guys. And tell us a little bit about Coach Bollinger as well. I mean, played at Weber State, was from out of state, and now he's a Utah boy.
He's Utah. I mean, Mountain View, Wyoming, man, homegrown. He's great. Great for that school. Great for that community. He's not going to give up. Not going to quit. He's going to fight to the finish. I mean, he made Damian Lillard. Let's be honest.
That's right. He was on the team with Dame, huh?
That's right. They're great friends. Great friends.
Full timeout.
36 seconds to go in the final moments here. We're after the game. We'll get Coach Mulaney's final thoughts on what we saw tonight out of Olympus, and then get Dane's selection for Heidemann and Associates Player of the Game. As Dutch Dowdell was definitely going windmill before that foul. So you can just see it. I'm just joking, but.
And Dixon here fouling out.
And Bo Dixon.
Yeah, great coach player communication there. Tough night for Dixon. He's a junior. He'll be back. What a competitor. Love his defense.
And let the seniors finish it out on the floor tonight. One of the best seasons in Bonneville history. First time in the semifinals since I believe 2018 when they were 4A. The year that I believe Salem Hills took it that year, boys and girls. I think Patrick Carr will correct that for me. Dixon gave that one up, picked up by Barnes, and Jordy gonna back that out. Oh no, he doesn't. Olsen, his first miss of the night, and Wistrcill. And that gets him a double-double.
Stoppage here for the substitution.
Let these seniors come off. Brown, Jones, and Tesh.
Well-deserved hand for these two seniors. Had great years. Bonneville showing their love for their senior post players.
Williams gonna let that one go. Wistrcill takes the board, and Olympus. They're going back to the championship game. Been a couple of years, but they're heading back. A great year for Bonneville. Coach Mulaney, give us a couple of your thoughts on Bonneville, and then your thought on what we saw here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, Bonneville, they played great defense. I mean, really, holding Olympus to 60, that's pretty good. You know, you just needed more scoring tonight, and you just didn't get it from your guards. And partly that was just great defense by Olympus. They gave them no space on the perimeter.
Dan, your selection of a Heidemann Associates Player of the Game.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jack. I mean, 28 and 9 for him. The early tempo he set, running the floor, defensively as well. It was Jack's night once again. And Mr. Wistrcill, the future lumberjack, he makes this Olympus team different. And this is a legit contender for best team in the state and best team in 5A.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun. They'll play in 3 days. My goodness gracious. They get Wednesday to Saturday to get ready for the championship game. We'll be at BYU. We'll have it for you right here on KSLSports.com. For Vince Francis, Dane Stewart, and championship head coach Corey Mulaney. Coach, thanks for joining us, man. Been a blast.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks for joining us. We'll be back with semifinal number 2 coming up here very soon, right here on your new home for high school championships, KSLSports.com.